Hello again and welcome to my advanced digital marketing course, Execution and Strategy. I am Imad Shukair. Again, it gives me pleasure to be recording the second chapter after the first one. If you haven't seen the first chapter, make sure you go there and you watch the first chapter because it's highly recommended to watch the chapters in the right order. As we did last time, before we begin, we are going to talk a little bit about the setup here. Okay, hello. So this is the second camera here. So in this video, before I begin, I will cover a little bit about what technology you normally use to be able to record from your cameras on your computer. So, okay, for maybe some of you know, and that's in this kind of recordings, you want to avoid recording on your cameras, because if you record on the cameras, it will be the issue of sound, because you need to record sound, video, and audio. So the best approach will be to capture the video from the cameras and record on the computer, not on the cameras. So to do that, normally you use something called video capture cards. So this is one example here. Okay, so this is a video capture card that is USB. You plug it into your computer and then you give it here HDMI from the camera. Now, cameras should support, of course, the option of giving you HDMI out without the panel that shows the the settings of the camera, so you get a clean video out of that. Okay, yeah, and then here this is one video capture. It is like 1080p. The ones I'm using are better. They support 4K 60 frames per second, even though in this video I'm using 1080p 60 frames per second, because there is no need here. There isn't a lot of fast moving or actions as a part of this course. Yeah, so this is here where the video from both cameras and the mic, they are all plugged in the computer, and we use a software very famous called OBS Studio. It's free of charge to run on the computer and record all the captured. Now we use, of course, this device to switch between one video to another. So now after I completed the recording the source of the Sony camera, I will switch back to main camera here, which is on the front. Okay, so that it becomes very easy. Of course, you program this Stream Deck to be able to do this fast switching. So I think this concludes the small technical part in this chapter 2. And now let's get back into the course and start our chapter 2, which is a very interesting chapter, I believe, and it's called Introduction. Let's begin. In this chapter, the agenda is very comprehensive as last time. I will start by reviewing a little bit of what I covered in chapter 1. After that, I will go and talk about the significance of digital marketing. And after that, I will cover in details what I showed you in chapter 1, which is the keywords relevant to this course. You'll like this slide a lot because it has a lot of keywords. I will read them one by one and explain them very quickly, because those are the keywords that throughout the course you should be mastering once you finish the entire course. And then we're going to define marketing in the digital age, give you a formal definition of what marketing and digital marketing are. And then we move into a very exciting slide I took from my doctorate research on organization and design, which is to show you how marketing can touch the organization and what elements are related to marketing from the elements of the organization. Last, we covered what could be the future of digital marketing, because one thing you're going to see at the end is what is really still uncertain is uncertainty. Yeah, so this is what we always talk about. Great, so I have my picture here a little bit. in chapter 1, we talked about the story of the course, and I showed you how this course started in 2014, and I delivered the course around 27 times. After that, we covered the objectives of the course. I told you a little bit about me, so if you want to know more about me in more details, you can go to my website, or you can watch chapter 1, because I talk a little bit about my background. We covered also why we might be excited about learning marketing and who can perhaps benefit more from marketing. We covered also the course subjects, and we covered the detailed course agenda, which is, I'm gonna just show it to you now. So as you see here, we are today in chapter 2. And this is what we will cover today. It's a very, very interesting chapter. It gives you the foundations and the introduction about the entire concept of marketing and digital marketing in specific. Next time, it will be the heart of the course, and we will start the 4 stages of the customer life cycle. Okay, and this is the remaining set of chapters for part 1, and part 2 will cover another 6 chapters, and they include the building of the digital marketing machine that's going to function and help your business generate business. Great. So in this section, we speak about the significance of digital marketing, cover quickly the buyer's behavior, and then I'm going to show you what is the wish of every organization, specifically those who are marketing-driven companies, about building their own marketing machine, and we speak about marketing automation, and I cover quickly the 4 stages of the customer life cycle, because we have a next chapter 3 is dedicated on that subject. Great. So, significance of digital marketing. As we see on this slide, there's no secret. As I told you when I did the introduction in chapter 1, I don't want to make this course a set of lectures where I just talk about the hype or the excitement about digital marketing. I want to give you some specific methodology to help you really take knowledge and experiences and implement them directly into your business. So you see on this slide here, there has been a shift a little bit from the concepts of outbound marketing into the concepts of inbound marketing. Now we're going to cover this in details to know, but you may see a lot of promotions happening. When I say promotions, a lot of people believing that inbound marketing is better than outbound marketing. However, that is not true, because that would depend on the kind of business you are in. So sales-driven companies, they need more outbound, where you go to clients. And until now, there are companies who mainly implement outbound marketing strategies. And there is the inbound marketing, which is mostly suitable for companies who are into marketing or marketing-driven companies. So if you are an e-commerce website, you are more into inbound. And we're going to, of course, talk about and implement that. This methodology is mostly inbound-based. All right, because it will help you develop a brand awareness, customer engagement, customer conversion, customer retention. However, the entire course focuses on the alignment of both. So you can have inbound, for a certain part of your sales process, and then the outbound part, which is the part where you can handle the customer directly and sell them. All right, so this is what's important. Now, in terms of significance of the digital marketing, why are we concerned about the entire thing here is because we know for sure that the behavior of clients has changed. And that is mainly because of the development in technology. So technology, of course, disrupted everything we do in our life, basically. I mean, we normally avoid using the word everything, but it is in fact really technology has changed, sometimes in a positive way. But of course, technology has always been the cause behind us evolving as humans. But hopefully, we can evolve in the right way as well. So you see here, the behavior of customer has changed, okay? And the entire web has become what we call a product catalog. So, and as we see in in this figure here, a lot of researchers confirm that more than 70% of buyers today, they decide on what to buy before they approach you as a client. And this is where here you need to make sure you are ready for that. So because 70% decide on what they want to buy before they come to you, does not mean that you need to sit down and wait for those clients or prospects to come and approach you. You have to be there, and you have to be outside on the internet available, so that you can start to do brand awareness, customer engagement, okay, with those prospects, and attract them to come to your business. And here where the alignment happens. After they come to you, you engage with them, and then if the sales process that you do is related to sales, then you allocate them to specific sales people to engage with them, as we're going to see completely in this 4-stage customer life cycle. Yeah. So this is why the power today is what we call with the buyer, but also you have a lot of control because you have the entire world of digital available to you, and the technologies and the tools, so that you can really show to the outside world the value proposition and position your products so that the right candidates, which are candidates, those candidates who are likely to buy your products, are referred to as prospects, so that your business prospects find you, okay, and come to you, and then give you the opportunity to do business with them. And this is what every company then is excited about. They need to build what they refer to as their marketing machine. Is it easy? Some large companies today invest millions and millions of dollars, perhaps, on building those marketing machines. Mid-sized companies, mostly, I believe, I can see them struggling really, because they do fragmentations or parts of the machine, but those are not working in a harmony. There is not a lot of alignment between their various parts of the marketing machine. And then you find them at the end of the day, the cause behind that would be, more spending on marketing and less of a return. However, building a proper marketing machine that is effective and efficient is very, very exciting, because it can help you gain a very strong competitive advantage in the market. And really, this is a very good asset for your organization as well. So if you have a very good marketing machine in your organization, this adds to the entire value of your company, in comparison when you are completely not automated when it comes to marketing. So normally, this is not a slide that I'm going to use to show you the elements of a marketing machine, but as you can see, it's very exciting. There is a strategic element, there's an advertisement element, there is a promotional element, and this is the part we related to outbound marketing. All right. And there will be, of course, sales, promotions, pricing strategy, distribution strategy, publicity, need research, because also data is very key. You can go higher level by using data and merge it with artificial intelligence. Of course, this is your branding strategy. Okay. And there is a magnet here, this is what represent the inbound strategy. So you see here, I like this slide because it shows you that a very comprehensive marketing machine includes outbound and inbound elements. So this is a typical automation of a sales process that happens through technology. Let's go through it because you can keep to remember it. This is what your ultimate objective when you want to learn about marketing automation or digital marketing, because you want to automate marketing. You can start, there is nothing wrong, is if you are new to digital marketing, a lot of companies, what they do is they sit down manually and they monitor the machine. And gradually you can learn on how to do automated responses and automated activities. And gradually moving ahead, you can arrive to a stage in the future where your entire customer interactions are are automated. So let's explain this very exciting process of marketing automation. So this is a machine, it's a process, it's a function that takes from one side prospects and it gives from the other side delighted customers. Now the machine also can maybe cover the loyalty part, which is the engagement part with the existing clients, all right, which is the retention part. So as you can see here, so those are the, let me read it from down. This is the brand, those are the 4 stages of the customer life cycle: brand awareness, customer engagement, customer conversion, and customer retention. And this part here, which is called lead nurturing, is the part which is you nurture the contact so that you can convert them after the engagement. So let's read the process. So this is your brand here, okay? And then you need to be present somewhere. So you can be present in a document on the web, you can present in a video, or this is what we call here outbound actions. So someone can maybe arrange a meeting directly with a client or with a prospect who does not know you. Yeah, so maybe you can call a certain company, invite them to a seminar, and introduce your company. So this is here outbound activity. Or those here are inbound activity, where someone searching on the internet and they find a YouTube video for your company, or they find a document for your company. Conclusion is when you try to engage those, or this specific step here is, we call it brand awareness, because you may develop content specifically, okay, to those who do not know you. So here where we're gonna see in the next chapter is very important, is when you want to produce content, is to produce content for every stage of the customer life cycle. And here this document, which can be about brand awareness, like, so you make it very much educational to build the trust and awareness about your business. The conclusion out of this step, which is the brand awareness, is you want to engage, because you want to engage with those clients. Good number of companies, however, maybe don't do a good job here in the engagement. So someone comes, watch a YouTube, and then they finish, and then done, go. They now know about you, but you maybe miss the opportunity of the continuation part, which is to engage. So if people come, of course, they come to your website and they're reading about you, about a product. Then this step here, which is a click, which is what we call it the call to action, is the opportunity for you to start to engage. When they click, can go to your landing page, and then you can start to engage with them. You avoid giving them early offers, because they are not ready for that yet. This is why here the entire part here, all of this, is what we call the lead nurturing, where somebody might come to your website, read about the product, and they leave. No problem, because now what you have done is you have installed a tracking script inside their browser through their cookie. So what you can do now after that, even though they are strangers, you don't know who they are, you can place an advertisement for them. All right, okay, and this is even based on the product they have explored on your website. And this is how you witness today. You go open a website, you see a bag, and then from Louis Vuitton website, you close the browser, and then you are browsing the internet the second day, or even immediately, and then you start to see advertisements for the product that you have been browsing. Yeah, awesome. Why? Because this is what the entire process is called lead nurturing, all right, where we want to bring you back and give you more information about the product. Okay, this process depends on the products that you are selling, and there is a lot of workflow that can happen here. Okay, because it can display for you one ad, give you some, and then give you some offer as well at the end when you are ready. So this entire process is the marketing automation here, and this is a part of the marketing automation which is related to what we call lead nurturing. Here we assign something to the lead called lead score, and based on your activity, we can increase or decrease the lead score. And once the lead score reaches a certain threshold, the marketing machine can give you automatically an offer, like we give you 10% discount. If you don't take it, then we can drop you back in the lead score. Later on, We can give you higher discount. So we keep nurturing you until we sell you. And of course, not everyone is going to convert, but if you can succeed in converting the biggest number of percentage of prospects, this is the purpose behind, because the entire marketing machine is running on its own. Preferably no manual intervention, but of course, those smart marketing people are the ones who configure the parameters of the marketing machine in order to maximize the conversion ratio. All right, artificial intelligence can be used in here in advanced configuration modes where the lead nurturing is automated, based on the behavior of clients and those who convert. So the AI engine will monitor what specific elements or correlations that lead to better conversions, and then optimize the lead nurturing process to maximize conversion. Right, interesting. And finally here, the retention part. So maybe after you become even a customer, there is the upselling and the retention process as well. So they can give you perhaps, documentation to help maximize the value that you get out of the product. Because if they don't do that, what would happen is maybe it will be your last time that you buy from a certain company. Yeah, so this is very exciting, way to look at how you can automate marketing for your company. So fine, so we want to automate the marketing function in our company. Somebody might say, is it rocket science? No, there are very reasonably priced tools that can help you really automate the entire stages of the customer life cycle. Great. So what is this slide? This is what we're going to cover in the next chapter in full details. So these are the 4 stages of the customer life cycle. Let's read them quickly, because this is what we need to automate. So stage 1 is the brand awareness. Stage 2 is the customer engagement. Stage 3 is the customer conversion. Stage 4 is the customer retention. So we talked about this quickly last time. This regards what your business does, whether you sell, food, or you sell, real estate, or you sell whatever. You can still apply the 4 stages, because no one will buy from you unless they know who you are. A lot of companies try to achieve that fast by, let me tell you about who I am, and then, why don't we go out and then we see a demonstration, and then next day, why don't I give you a proposal and I sell you the product. Now, sometimes this process of quick, there are those some companies, they try to push you in a very short amount of time to convert from brand awareness to customer conversion. But this is normally not a preferred method of doing business at all. Because, long-lasting trust happens over time. So this is why the perfect marketing machines are those who really work on nurturing, and that nurturing can take time. And there is no hurry, because you can have a sustainable business accordingly. This is a very exciting slide here that you can see the likely tools, which we will cover in details in the next chapter. So in brand awareness, we use a specific marketing tools. I will not cover them now in this. And in the next stage, which is engagement, you use these type of marketing tools. And then in the conversion also, these kind of marketing tools. And in the retention, we use those type of likely marketing tools. Interesting, right? So what is our aim behind marketing? I like this simplicity in life. After I think we understand something well, we can really see it in a very simple way. So the purpose of marketing, studying marketing, is to have the required competencies so that we can build our companies a marketing machine to automate the 4 stages of the customer life cycle. And so the 4 stages of the customer life cycle is the methodology that we use, and to build and run the marketing machine in our companies. Right, I hope you like this section. And now we move into the second section, and here where I will cover in details the keywords relevant to the course. Right? Now, this is, don't, let's not forget, this is a marketing course. And in marketing, there is a lot of, a lot of art that we are supposed to implement. So you see a lot of companies, they really, what they do, they go beyond the normal. So this is why if you are into marketing, feel free to go, to go and try things that you haven't tried before, because it's about attention. All right. What is marketing? There are, especially these days, and with the outbound marketing, there is you and there are a lot of competition out there. So what you need, you need the clients to really come and, and focus on you. Now, why I put this slide here, and we're gonna in every chapter have a little bit of discussion about psychology, consumer behavior, the rational versus emotional parts of doing something, So don't forget, those concepts in marketing are key for our success. So you need to understand concepts related to buyer's behavior, and speaking to the rational part of the brain versus the rational part versus the emotional part. Some products you need to, in your marketing machine, to talk about them in a rational way, like you will be saving that much if you buy from us, or you can talk about how people will feel when they buy our products. So here it would depend on the product that you are selling and the and the type of prospects that you are targeting, and accordingly you need to build your marketing machine. This is why it's not at all. You want to move away from competing on pricing as much as you can. You cannot be the lowest prices at all and win in business. Yeah, if you are the lowest price, someone else will come and then one day do it lower than your price, and then you will lose. This is why you have to focus on the value that your products or services deliver to your prospects. Now, you see the slide here, it has been on screen for a few seconds now, and then you can see your eyes without that much of attention. They all go to the center. And this is what the purpose of marketing is, to really don't make your clients get confused. Always be precise when you deliver a marketing message for them. If you try to do 10 things at the same time, you will perhaps not succeed. But if you try to focus on one aspect, perhaps you will be successful. So in every chapter, I cover a little bit of those elements related to the psychology or the philosophy related to best practices in executing a marketing strategy. I promised you in chapter 1 to read those set of keywords and explain each one of them. And let's do it now. So once you finish those 12 chapters, you are supposed to really master each one of those keywords. Okay? For the time being now, I'm going to read them one by one, give you some details about each. Marketing strategy. Yeah, so the marketing strategy is your plan to win clients. All right, now, as simple as this, we are going to have a dedicated chapter about marketing, strategic marketing planning, which is in chapter 6. We're going to cover the sections that are included in a typical marketing strategy. But also in this course, I prepared for you a nice surprise. So stay tuned. There will be very, very exciting slide that's coming. Content marketing. Yeah, they say content marketing is the fuel that you use to run your marketing machine. So don't try to succeed in executing or building a marketing machine without using content. All right. Now, I'm not saying here develop content left and right and promote them on the internet. Even if you are a company that you sell to dedicated VIPs, specific people, you are into wealth management, etc. So what you can do is you can still develop content, and that content will be exclusive for your specific prospects. So using the right content with the right context of the engagement with the clients. What is a contact? A contact is a business contact, is a person. Now, here the word contact does not refer to any segmentation. So once you build your marketing machine, you're gonna have a contact database, and those contacts will belong to various segments. So nothing stops you from even storing your competitors' contacts in your database, and then you can give them a specific process for marketing. You can give them some confusion about what you do. Okay, so they assume that, oh, this is what you are doing, and they say, oh, look what they are doing, so they can have wrong impressions about your business, and then later on you can show your clients that your competitors are wrong. So you can get even to that level when it comes to managing contact. Okay, but of course the most important parts of your contact database are those which are your prospects and your leads and your clients as well. And over time, you're going to be, so there is no successful marketing machine without contacts, of course, right? No. What is a lead? A lead is a prospect who showed some level of interest. This is perhaps one of the most important keywords. So what is a lead? It is someone who is likely to buy your product, but showed some level of interest. That level of interest can be what? He or she spent some time reading an article, watched a video, or filled in a form, saying that, yeah, give me information. Because when you speak about lead, there are leads which are who showed some level of interest, but the level of interest can be very minimal or it can be a lot, And we're going to see now, after lead, we go to an opportunity. We're going to talk a little bit about it. SEO is search engine optimization. This is where you configure your website mainly and the content to make sure when people search on the internet, they find you organically. There is a very detailed chapter about this one. So the ones I'm going to cover in details in the future, I will try not to talk about them in level of details now. Conversion ratio. Yeah, so you generate leads, or you target your prospects, you generate leads, and then those leads, you take them through the nurturing process until you can close business. So the ratio, that is how much you have closed compared to the initial number of leads, is your conversion ratio. You want it to be as high as possible, but it will be between 0% to 100%. Normally, this is why there is no rule here. Some businesses, a good conversion ratio can be 1%. In some businesses, it can be 50%. So this is why always, if you want to improve, you can try to improve your conversion ratio, rather than try to say, we have a good conversion ratio because we convert 20%. Perhaps you can convert more than 20%. You can convert 40, 50%. Customer retention. After you do a selling, you need to have a strategy to retain customers and maximize the value of the relationship. Effective website design, very interesting. So website is not only about how it feels or it looks. An effective website is the website that can act as a very fundamental element of your marketing machine, and it can take prospects and help you and convert them into delighted customers, it helps you in the customer retention part. Marketing channels. All right. So when you are executing your marketing campaigns, you're going to be doing that on specific marketing channels. Marketing channels, there are so many. There can be the classical marketing channels, television, radio, newspapers, events, etc. Or there can be digital marketing channels, which are the social networks, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and whatever, of course, Google search. A lot of companies today write articles. So every platform that you may use to target prospects is one of your marketing channels. Great. Now, omni-channel integration, it's not mentioned in here, is of course when you try to not to deal with the channels as completely independent. So you can follow clients on the channels. So you can put an ad on Facebook and then nurture contacts, and then you might see that the person disappeared on Facebook. So you might place for them an ad on another channel, which is on YouTube. Now, who provide this integration of telling you this is the same person. There are multiple mechanisms for that. Most of it happens automatically, even by the digital advertisement engines that you subscribe to. Right? Interesting. All right. So inbound marketing is a marketing methodology that focuses on attracting your prospects and to come to you, and then you can engage with them. So what mechanisms you use to attract those prospects? Google Search Central is a Google tool you can use to check if your website was indexed properly, so that it comes when people search on the internet. So this is a part of the search engine optimization set of tools that you use to do proper SEO. So here, digital advertisement can help you with payment, reach additional or larger set of prospects, and try to, of course, grow your business through the investment on this. This area here, will be a good chapter to talk about it, but you have to be careful because a lot of money can be wasted in doing advertisement. And you see large companies don't mind because you find them putting ads left and right. They are not very much sensitive about cost, but this can be really costly. A lot of people take the impression that it is not cost at all, because it's like mostly there is a term of pay per click. But in some regions now the click is $100. Okay, it can be between $1 to $100. So with a very few clicks, you can pay a lot of money as well. So this is why you have to be careful in optimizing your campaigns, so that to make sure you pay on clicks, but at the same time you get the return on your investment. What is a customer? Is a person or a business who gave you some revenue, who bought from you. Quick question here. Are all customers equal? The answer is no. I tell you, you have to make every customer feel that they are important. All right? Very important. So if a customer asks you, do you see all your customers important? What is the best answer? You tell them, of course, yes. All of our clients are equal. If you treat your customers completely equally, this is wrong. Because you may have a client who gives you 1 million and then you have a client who gives you 500, and there's a client that gives you 500 but with the potential to give you 10 million, and there is a client who gives you 1 million but they will never buy again from you. CTA, call to action. So this is when people, you put certain content. Always you should use CTAs, which is read more. See more details, buy now. This is the CTA for conversion, etc., etc. So this is the call to action that's supposed to be at the end of every stage in the customer life cycle. Okay. Google My Business is the Google Map business directory. And why I list it here, because this is very important for your company, and a lot of businesses perhaps don't put attention on it. So create for yourself a business record in the directory, and give yourself a nice description using good keywords. And when people search for you on Google Maps, they will find your business and they can find your contacts. So this is free of charge, and it can help you a lot in your marketing efforts. Lead nurturing is the process of course, engaging with prospects or leads to give them additional information so that you can convert them to become clients. CMS is the content management software used to maintain mainly your website, right? Such as WordPress or other subscriptions like Wix, which is a cloud-based CMS. Omnichannel is, we talked a little bit about it, which is, of course, omnichannel integration. Now, one part of your channels is also your showroom. A lot of people don't see that. So somebody can come to your showroom, and if you are very advanced in your marketing machine, you are supposed to have a mechanism when someone enters your showroom is to know whether this person has been on your website or not. How? There are a lot of simple techniques to achieve that, so that the salesperson can know, wow, I mean, your lead score is 60. This means you are ready to buy, so they can talk to you accordingly. All right. So your showroom is one part of your entire sales or marketing machine, right? Social media ads, of course, are the advertisements that you put on social media. Customer relationship management. This is it has two main sides. CRM one is the philosophy based on which you deal with your clients, which is we call it CRM strategy, which is you may implement strategies such as customer-oriented organizations, which is to say we drive our business strategy based on our customer preferences. Okay, this is not very new. It has been there since 15, 20 years. Okay, and the second part is the CRM software, which is today a very comprehensive marketing machine, includes CRM modules, because normally a CRM has three main modules, which is contact and lead management, or contact and account management, lead and opportunity management, and the last part is customer services. So today, the best marketing machines are those who really integrate marketing with sales, because CRM is mainly about sales, okay, and customer services. So the best marketing machines are those who are perhaps comprehensive, and they include both. Be nice to others. Yeah. I will not cover this. This is not a hard competency, or it's a technology tools. But through my interaction with companies, and I deal with their marketing teams, I noticed something exciting, that top companies, they teach their marketing staff to be very nice to everyone who calls them. So if you call a company and you say, hello, good morning, if a marketing person answers the phone by any chance, they tell you, hello, how are you? It has been a pleasure to talk to you. What's your good name? Now, what are they doing? They take every opportunity all the time to market their business by being very nice and being very professional in their approach to handling anything that comes their way. If you are a successful marketer, you should never be rude. Because if you are rude, or you show that you are a little bit unprofessional, you don't respond to emails because you believe these are spamming emails, you are in fact hurting the brand of your business, okay, all the way every day that you do those activities, even though you might be right, huh? So you are not the CEO of the company who might not even reply to an email that is not relevant to you. Even if you receive emails that are not much directly relevant to your business, reply to them and focus on promoting your business in any occasion that is that can be possible. All right, so this is how marketing. Salespeople are different. Salespeople ask the clients or the prospects, "Hello, sir. My job and the company is selling. How can I help you?" So they tell the customer or the prospect indirectly that don't waste my time. I'm here to sell. But if you don't want to buy now, no problem. You can visit our website, so they can take them to the marketing machine. Right? So this is when it comes to being nice to others. If you are into marketing, you have to be nice. Social media marketing, of course, the part of marketing that you do on social media. Landing pages are when someone clicks on a call to action, they go to a landing page. And here they fill in the landing page, okay, because there's supposed to be a form on the landing page. Customer journey is key. We're going to cover this in next chapter or the one after. Depending on the product that you sell, you're going to acquire customers, and the journey that customers will take to become clients will be different depending on so many elements, right? So you have to know the journey that can lead your prospects to become clients. All right, and this can be sometimes different per customer segment, per market, and the specific product that you are selling. People, how do they buy a car? Yeah, they take a certain journey, but how do they buy, a ticket to the cinema is a different journey, right? Yeah. Customer engagement is the second stage in the customer life cycle, where we engage with prospects mainly. Call it customer, but because we are targeting those prospects to become customers. So we need to engage with those prospects in order to convert them. Account-based marketing, this is a specific type of marketing directed for B2B. So don't assume if your business is mainly B2B, business to business, that you don't need marketing. Not at all. So there is an entire set of rules and techniques so that you can manage marketing for business to business. Yeah, you can put an advertisement for one person online. Okay, it won't cost you a lot, and that person will assume, well, I mean, the company is very famous because I see their ad everywhere. They don't know that maybe he or she is a CEO of a company, and then you are targeting that person, that company. Right. This is top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, and the bottom of the funnel. So this is when we are managing sales funnels. This top of the funnel is the responsibility of marketing. Middle of the funnel is shared between marketing and sales, and bottom of the funnel is sales. Marketing automation, we talked a lot about it now in the previous section. All right. Google Trends. Google, they provide free of charge. This is a part of their trying to show the world that, yeah, I mean, we collect a lot of data, but we share with you also some part of it. So they share what people search for on the internet. So if you go to trends.google.com, you can search about the keywords and how much those keywords are used by people on the Google search engines. Very interesting. I'm going to give you a small demonstration later on. Outbound marketing, of course, we talked a little bit. Sales pipeline is the tracking of your business opportunities and leads. Okay, and of course, this is a very key part of your sales forecast. Pay-per-click is a method in advertisements where you pay whenever someone clicks on your advertisements. This is mostly common these days throughout the advertisement platforms. Remarketing or retargeting is when someone comes to your website and then you give them, you put something on their browser so that you can track them, and then you can target them again with an advertisements. Research shows that the maximum ROI on advertisements spend happens when you do retargeting. Customer convergence is the third stage of the customer life cycle, is when customers really buy from you or prospects buy from you. Digital marketing, we're going to have a nice definition, the use of internet technologies to execute marketing. Marketing methodology is like the 4 stages. You should use a marketing methodology. Okay, why? Because this is the framework based on which you're going to be executing your marketing activities. Right. Google Analytics is a free tool from Google that can help you track who comes to your website, how did they come, what did they do on your website, and if they convert or not. Slightly not very much easy to use, but a lot of companies, you should configure it because you can accumulate data and then you can check them later on at any time by seeing, the traffic on your website real time and what people really do whenever they click on anything on your website. So configure Google Analytics for your website. This is highly recommended. Unless you use another tool which are very similar to Google Analytics. If you're a large company, there are additional tools. Some companies invest on analytics on their own server even. They don't want to use a public server because there is some, they assume they want to have a higher level of privacy. Okay. Opportunity is, it is the next stage of a lead. Opportunity is, I will give you now this little secret. Opportunity is when the prospect or the lead is into the buying vision. Oh, what does it mean? So if you sell cars and someone enters your showroom and then you are the salesperson, that person is a lead until you have evidence that this person is going to buy a new car, disregards whether from you or from your competitor. So an opportunity is 95% or should be above 90% likely that the prospect will buy, but either from you or from the competition. And normally opportunities go in your sales forecast. So you have a sales, you have a size of pipeline, which is marketing staff that you can show how many leads. But opportunities normally can be added to project your sales figures. Customer loyalty is the process of managing or keeping relationship with existing clients so that you can upsell them and delight them so that they can recommend you and they become promoters of your business. Customer journey, as I think I see it here again. So this is the step-by-step of how clients or prospects come and they convert to become clients, the journey they take. Brand awareness is the first stage of the customer life cycle, and the buyer's persona. This is perhaps the most important word here. Knowing who is likely to buy from you. A buyer's persona is the person who is likely to be your client. Now, don't just put basic, if you don't understand who are your prospects, which are the people, so your prospects are those, contacts that are likely to meet your buyer's persona that you can imagine. So train your salespeople when they spot someone who is walking in the showroom, or in the store, they can try to match the persona of the client with the person who is talking to them, and they know, and by this can get indications whether this person is more likely to buy or not. Yeah, you've heard about salespeople looking at the shoes of someone who works because they say from the shoes we can know the personality of someone. Okay, interesting. Wow. Okay, that was a long one. So now let's come and give you a formal definition of what marketing is about. Great. So we're going to talk about marketing in this section, digital marketing and marketing alignment. Nice. Okay. Marketing in the digital age. So this is a nice, simple slide. Let us just read it together because it has a very simple and good definition of what marketing is. So what is marketing? Marketing is the set of business processes executed by a marketing function, of course, which is called the marketing department, to stimulate demand for purchasing goods and services, targeting a specific set of audience. Very clear. What is digital marketing? Digital marketing is the part of marketing that leverages digital technologies and the internet, right? So don't put yourself that much, I'm a digital marketer, which is fine. If you specialize in digital marketing, that is okay. But of course, digital marketer is a marketer at the end of the day. Marketing is very strategic in nature. What does it mean? Yeah, they should know the business so well, So the best marketers and the best people who develop marketing strategies are those helping organizations succeed in the short and long term. So marketing people are supposed to always think about sustainability rather than meeting the target of the company end of the month. This is the job of salespeople normally. Yeah, marketing, they think short and long term. Okay, and salespeople, they make sure the revenues are generated in every accounting period. Now, what is marketing alignment? I think we hinted a little bit about this. Is disregards of your marketing strategy, it has to align with your specific business, and we're going to show you this very nice surprise in the next slide. So this is why the best marketing strategies are those who really align and extend the business strategy of the organization. Oh, I borrowed this from my doctorate research on organizational design and alignment. So, okay, you perhaps can take a screenshot or come to my website, imadshukair.com, and then you will be able to see some documentation about this. Now, these are the 22 elements of an organization. So if you are designing a company, okay, normally these are the core elements of an organization. It is interesting for a marketing professional or marketing strategist to understand that so well. Because if someone does an MBA in marketing, I think they cover a little bit of business strategy, or they don't cover that much organization design. So this is why actually maybe let's have this course a little bit that gives you some additional flavor on this. So now you might say, can I benefit from this in my marketing? The answer is definitely yes. This is why, look, let's go through this very quickly, and then you see the vision of your company. So can marketing people use the vision as a part of their marketing strategy? The answer is definitely yes. So if your vision is to make the world a better place by using green energy, and you are an energy company, so you can have campaigns that position that. And this is what you see those companies, Shell and others, they do, right? They say, we are focusing on green, renewable, sustainable energy. Okay, so this is here where they extend their vision, and they want to and they are focusing on advertising what their vision is, and vision and mission as well, right? Now, some companies, they say we want to, like, maybe one of their values is transparency or trust. So you find them focusing on marketing their company as, we are a company you can trust. So here where they can focus on promoting their values. Goals of the company, not that much, unless maybe they have a goal to be the world leader in something and they want to promote their company from that perspective. They say, we were not trust until we achieve that. And this is to show their prospect that they have the persistency and the strength and the commitment to do something. Okay? It depends on what you want to achieve, huh? But you're seeing very exciting ways, which is which elements of the organization really can be related to marketing. Stakeholders, perhaps if one of your stakeholders of your company is a very famous guy, a person, perhaps you can leverage that this person is a part of your organization. Resources, which is some companies, they say, like, we are the richest company in the world. This can be a marketing thing for your company. Legal framework, maybe, I don't know. Business model, if you are very innovative in the way you, like Google, for example, of course, they can brag about how innovative they are, especially in the past. Now, a lot of companies, I think, Google business model today is not new anymore that much. But in the past 20 years back, Google was very, very, innovative in the way they transformed the way companies develop their business model. So you can promote that for yourself. Job functions, maybe, okay. Individual needs and values, Culture. So you notice a lot of companies also focus on culture when they are doing their marketing. We might say, we are a company where we believe in equality, we are a company, whatever. So all of these are there to promote how great your culture is. And then why? Because you can connect. What do I mean connect? You can engage with people who believe in the same cultures. Management systems, you might say we use SAP. Wow, what does it mean? Like, you are a large organization, So you want to give people impression about yourself by showing what management systems. And then you see a lot of companies even promoting themselves. We use artificial intelligence. So they promote what systems they use, and they use that as a technique to show how creative they are, or how they are better than others. Business functions, okay. Competencies, of course, it's used a lot. You say, we have a set of 600, engineers and researchers, okay. And they talk specifically about how strong they are in specific competencies. We have the best designers, etc. Business strategy, not that much. Why? Because I think the marketing strategy extends the business, and this is normally confidential, the real one. So you may use techniques to publish your business strategy, and then to tell companies, our business strategy is to help clients succeed. No, this is fake. There is no company internally say our business strategy is to help. Their internal business strategy is on how they fight competition and how they launch products, how they can gain competitive advantage, etc., etc. So there is a public marketing part. So you may depend on leaking your business strategy, And that is not a leak, but in fact it is part of your marketing strategy to really attract, like Samsung. They say we have leaked the new phone. All these leaks are of course part of their marketing strategy. Organizational structure. Yeah, so if you feel like your structure can be something interesting for the market, you can use that. Policies and procedures, yeah, you may, depends on the industry as well, you may use that to promote your business. Management practices, you might say we are a company that we believe in the institutional part, like we follow strong processes. Leadership, of course, is a lot used by companies. It's like we invest a lot on developing our leaders to become better people with empathy, blah, blah, blah. So what kind of leadership model that... this is why you find sometimes in companies, the chief human capital or the head of HR, you find them attending conferences and speaking about their businesses. So they use this as a marketing technique to promote how their internal leadership model or culture can be used as a way to have a better branding for their business. Also, how they motivate their staff. Imagine the head of HR attending a conference talking about how a certain organization achieves higher motivational strategy for their for their teams, right? And business performance management, how they manage performance and to give people the incentive to perform better. So you notice. And how they manage risk. So if you are a business that is related to high risk, like of pollution and the environment issues, so you say, yeah, for example, what kind of measures that your organization takes to go by the law. Like, for example, some companies, they say we exceed the government regulations because we believe in not to produce, carbon dioxide emissions. Regulations is not to produce more than 10, but we commit not to produce more than 7 or whatever that figure is. Great. So, and what disregards of all of this, of course, is your marketing strategy has to align with the entire thing here on this slide, whether you use it or not. But make sure if your business has a certain business strategy, is to really the marketing to align with it. Great. Now this brings us towards the end, and in here let's talk a little bit about how the future may look like. Okay, they say, if you want to predict the future, you have to study the past. All right, and this applies on technology as well. But what is very important here is if you assume this is final, nothing is final. So what is really certain is uncertainty. And of course, the first one is technology itself. I don't know how much innovations in technology that will going to happen. In fact, we have an idea, but expect a lot of progress to happen every 5 to 10 years. All right. So in terms of nanotechnology and how things, of course, you can read a lot about how technology might go in the future. Content. Today there is a lot of fragmentations. The content is left and right. How this content aggregation will be shaped? Do you think YouTube will be able to keep taking content left and right and storing it, or they will start to delete content? So accessibility to content like this now, how it will happen? Now, there is no rule that the world is going more and more in the world of structure. Maybe more fragmentation is going to come where that you will not be able to find content on the internet, or maybe content will be different, or a new set of technologies will come and they will overtake this complete search. So this is why build your marketing machine based on your customer preferences, and then have these tools to be slightly flexible so that you can change and adapt according to the way technology develops in the future. Also control, privacy and security, so some people see it as concern, some people see it, no, the world is moving towards being open. But of course, there is a very big topic to be explored here when we speak about privacy and security. Control also, a lot of companies, what they're trying to do is to put control on the data. So I find Google, those big players, Google, Facebook, and then up of a sudden, you find the platforms that are evolving and they are growing faster than the So you see Facebook as a mature platform now and maybe declining in comparison to platforms such as TikTok. But what will be the future? I don't know. Things can shift and change very dramatically. So here the most clever thing to happen is innovations in the way content is being shared and how humans will interact with such technology. There's a huge topic, if you like to read about it, which is society and technology, which is how technology impacts society. It's very interesting. And of course, the fight for attention and the new business models. So a lot of innovative business models came to existence, but I'm sure additional business models will come. But of course, the limitation for business models are the regulations normally. So this is why when regulations, we're going to have it here talking about it. So when regulations change, perhaps a different type of business models will come. How searching will be facilitated for information, mobility, how mobile devices will evolve further, right? And how people, because all this 1 to 9 are things which are technologies and regulations mainly and additional stuff. And point 10 is the people, the behavior of people. Now, a lot of psychologists, they may tend to understand how people deal with technology. But of course, you remember the history showed us that even large companies don't understand that. This is when you see companies telling you, no one will be using this touch screen phone. And then you notice it becomes the best or the dominant way of interacting with the device. So who wants to use a glass screen? Everyone wants to use a keyboard. And it's ended up to be kind. And then the future, when people move from a glass screen, what will be the light technology? And this is what interesting. Like no one is certain about this today. Yeah, this is a very large topic here. You can read more about it. But what's relevant to marketers is that, focus on building your marketing machine, but have the flexibility to have what we call a lean strategy that will help you, update what you have. Wow. By this, we conclude chapter 2. I hope you enjoyed watching what was covered. And in chapter 3, we're going to get into something which is very precise. We're going to cover the 4 stages of the customer life cycle. We speak about brand awareness, customer engagement, customer conversion, customer retention. And the tools, very important, which is the tools that are used, the marketing tools that are used in every stage of the customer life cycle. Again, thank you for watching my video, and please feel free to contact me if you have any questions, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you get notifications for the advanced videos. Okay, these are my contacts. You can come to my website, imadshukair.com. If you want to email me, you can send ask@imadshukair.com. And if you want to support me by being one of my Patreons, I would really love to have that and appreciate all your contributions. You can go to patreon.com/imadshukair. Have a lovely time and looking forward to see you virtually in the coming chapter 3. Bye-bye.